Nothing says relaxing Sunday quite like rappelling into an old rusty train. Right, well, move, move. So my dad said there was an abandoned train somewhere out in these woods. There was this movie in the 60s, crashed a train. It's supposed to be somewhere in there. We're gonna head into those woods, see if we can find it.
I'm excited. Where are we?
We are in an undisclosed location because I'm not going to broadcast this on the internet.
I like that.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't want to have this be tracked out, overused.
Do your research.
Do your own research. Yeah, put like a mild amount of effort into it. You can find it. Head down that way, bust out the ropes, see if we can find a train. Holy cow.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool, man.
Unfortunately, 150 vertical feet stood between us and the train. Or, for our non-American viewers, about 31 DDs.
DDs, of course, being Danny DeVito's.
Of course.
Yes, you have to remember for our non-American viewers, they're not familiar with the Imperial system.
Right. Fortunately, I had brought 33.1 DDs of rope.
Look.
So you're looking up there, Matt?
One thing on my gear list for this sport, a pair of gloves.
Going down. Oh, that's just a cliff. Now we're going down into a cliff. Way at the front. This feels dumb. I wonder how people get hurt due to social media. Fortunately, I'm very competent and very skilled. Woo! This is how you find a train! Dude, I love being on rappel. It's just so much fun. Woohoo!
Hold it.
All right. Coming in. Nothing says relaxing Sunday quite like rappelling into an old rusty train. Well, move! That was close, dude. It almost got you. No, I didn't. We made that up for content.
You're probably angry and confused, much like any woman who's ever seen Ben undressed. But you weren't entirely cheated. We didn't make it all up for content.
Yeah, just the rock fall. Some other stuff too, kind of. We'll get to that. To explain, we should probably go back to the beginning.
Maybe not that far back. Let's just skip the boring bits where we...
Meander through a paved trail for like an hour. Yeah, that's a good call, actually.
and get to when we start heading down the trail, which was a little more advanced than we let on.
Bring it down. Oh, this is... There's no bushwhacking, it's just a trail. I mean, we can pretend that it's a difficult adventure. Will, how are we gonna accomplish this clearly over-traffic trail?
Dude, I can't believe you bring me these places. Use one of those. Bring this ladder with us.
Nice, good, good.
Oh, look at those. The first rows.
Structural integrity on those makes me feel stellar.
Wonder how long that's gonna last.
Not necessarily the type of traverse line that I would support, but, you know, I'm sure-footed.
Looking at all these little bugs right here. Typically, I think you could see part of the train sticking out from the water.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know if it's just high flow from the snowmelt. One rope line down into the train. I really thought it was gonna be a lot steeper. This is kind of lackluster, but regardless, we're going in. I don't know why I did this with my left hand. It seems silly. Oh, that's sick. Down to our right, you can see what's left of one of the cars of the train. Going on this rope line. Continuing up. See Will over there. What are your thoughts on friction burn?
Hands or something else?
Normally, I'd be making jokes, but honestly, it's just cool to not expect to find something like this. I mean, I did. Obviously, I knew this was here, or I had some inkling of it, but not quite this intact, or... Oh, it's just neat. Set up the webbing on one of those trees up there. We'll have to hike back up, set up the anchor block, and just go.
So yes, we could reach the train without needing to drop off of a cliff. I mean, as long as you're willing to trust some sketchy, weather-beaten ropes, which, for legal reasons, we do not recommend.
Because using an unequalized anchor without a backup is so much safer, man. You know, I watched your previous videos, and I thought your companions were treating you cruelly, but now I realize they weren't being cruel enough.
Screw you. Viewers, ignore Will, and instead, behold as my brilliance births the most flawless anchor this world has ever seen.
Even if all three of us are on, this is a sturdy freaking anchor. We're not going to be falling on it. We're just going to go down statically. Taking a locking carabiner, this is going to be our anchor point. This is not the strand you go on. You go on this strand, well, I'm going to block it off so we're safe, and instead, we're just going to set this up. And now, you should be able to pull on this as hard as you freaking want. Just cork on it all your body weight. And this will block off against that. So what I'm doing is I'm effectively making our block redundant. Now, we have two things that have to break before we have a problem. This one and this one. It's actually more on this one right now. You might, things go wrong, fall a little bit further. I don't love that, actually, but it's okay. We've got this big-ass rope. And I'm just gonna tuck it. Well, you might have some cleaning to do as you go down.
Looking forward to it.
All right, how am I feeling? Good.
My harness. I can't go down the rope without my harness. Sitting at the bottom of the route is a great way to catch a rock to the face.
The part where we were all on the rope simultaneously somehow, a lie. I mean, obviously you could see Matt in the video just ambling around by the train, and then he somehow magically teleports above us to kick down the rock like 2 seconds later.
Yeah. The part where he made me go down first is true, though. I noticed you conveniently edited out where you got the rope stuck in a tree, many trees.
I mean, I would define it more as a bramble or a thicket than a tree. Tree implies a certain size, or I guess a specific type of plant, which would be tree.
Going in. Well, it would have been cool to drop into the train itself. Unfortunately, as is so often the case in my life, I just don't have enough length.
I'm into that.
That. It's not something you gotta do every day. Look at Gremlin down there. Just lurking. Little goblin.
Hot spring right here.
Yeah? How's your shrinkage?
How's it look down there?
Makes it sound so appetizing.
My boots are steaming already. Crikey.
I have a lot of water.
Oh! No, not pleasant. Not pleasant. Oh, cool as So we successfully dropped off the cliff into a train, went almost skinny dipping, but not quite. Now we're gonna head back. Not a bad Sunday. Not a bad day at all. Also, this chest strap, very cool. Okay.
Sum total of our deceptions: no near-missed rockfall, no simultaneous rappelling, and, well, no need to rappel at all in the first place, truthfully.
And we did it twice, which was fun, except for hiking back up 3 times.
Yeah, that was awful. But that's what we can promise you here at Anchor Management. An honest depiction of outdoor adventures in competence and frustrations and all. We'll keep the exciting stuff, some of which will legitimately be exciting, because let's be honest, you probably wouldn't have gotten this deep in the video if we hadn't led with that. But we promise to pull back the curtain and show you the real 95%. Show you that people who love the outdoors aren't all Red Bull level seasoned experts who have remarkably low levels of self-preservation.
For instance, a brain-damaged gorilla could beat Ben in an IQ test by a minimum of 2 standard deviations.
I don't know what that means, but I think I'm mad about it. Regardless, if this sort of thing is what you're interested in, please like and subscribe. I hate doing that. It feels so cheesy. I don't like it. And leave a comment saying what sort of adventure you'd like us to do next. Well, I mean, as long as it's cheap. 12 subscribers doesn't really give us much room in the operating budget.